And I'm sure Dennis Douglin has worked the Michael too. It just be people be beating on him.
I've been around.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
You can put an arm to you.
Okay, I get comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. I think I should hire me.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? How's everything, man?
Oh, we're happy to have you, man. It's been a minute, man. We went to check you about 2 months ago, and you just getting in here.
Y'all flexed on me first.
Whatever. We came to see you first.
Now I'm going to let your fans know. Listen, this is what happened. They came to me like, yeah, we looking for a trainer, bro. I'm like, yo, let that beat me, because I know I got 3D Boxing and Fitness, the best gym in Vegas, the best boxing in Vegas. So I'm like, pull up. So they came through like, yeah, we just going to go see another guy about the gym, because you got another appointment with somebody else. But we probably going to come back to you tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I hit Danny the next day, like, yo, what are you pulling up? Danny like, nah.
Why you ain't pull up, Danny?
Yo, you know,
what?
We was probably busy working or something, you know?
I respect that. You feel me? I know y'all out here getting to it, so that's why I let it rock.
Nah,
but I better not see no pictures in the gym. I don't see no push-ups, nothing.
I actually needed to hit the gym. I got my bag in the car. Did you bring yours?
So what up? My jump flying.
Did you bring yours?
My bag stay in the car. I'm ready to work.
That's real boxing stuff.
Yeah, I got my bag in the car, man. I've been trying to get to the gym the last week. I ain't get there yet.
But mind you, Dennis, he practically has access to a boxing gym whenever the fuck he wants. He just chooses not to use it.
I feel like if y'all start coming and really, granted, I don't know you guys know you're familiar with boxing workouts, but if y'all really come the way my boxing is going, y'all gonna even start analyzing boxing different. You feel me? Because I'm gonna show you like some things that I'm sure you're aware of, but not aware that you're aware of. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta try it out, man. We gotta try it out, because even when we do go to the gym, we're freestyling. We're doing what we want to do, and not having the regiment kind of.
It's just, you know what I do with my workouts that people that are really boxing connoisseurs or people that are boxing and fans really appreciate, because I make you think about different things, like beginning your stance. Then I'm gonna ask you, where's your weight when you throw your jab? Where's your weight? So you now, although you probably know, you never thought about that. Like, oh, my weight's on my back foot. I pivot. When I pivot, I sit my weight on my left foot. You feel me? Like, I focus on that kind of stuff. Like, where your weight should be, how your hips should be turning. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things. Like, you probably never.
So you know what you looking at?
100%.
So did Rolly put Tank on the back foot, or did Tank get on the back foot by design?
I feel like Tank was a smart fighter. He respected, like, say what you want to say about Rolly. We all know he had power. And Tank respected the power. Not respected it fearfully, he just was smart. He, like he said at the end, he knew when it was time to really go in. Other than that, he stayed smart and boxed on the outside. So it wasn't really he was on the back foot in the sense that he's retreating. He was just being smart, biding his time. I thought he fought an excellent fight, but I also thought Rolly did a good job.
So that's where I have the issue is, like, people say it wasn't Rolly, but then Tank says it wasn't time until it was time. So it's like it either was Rolly or
it's game planning, bro. It's like chess. You know what I'm saying? Like at chess, at the end of the day, is I'm trying to take your king. So in the process, if I have a plan to take your king, but in the meantime you take my rook, my bishop, a bunch of my pawns, so you look like you winning, but I got your king, checkmate. You feel me? Like, so somebody's watching that game will be like, whoa, Ness was doing his thing up until.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what it was. Like, Tank was playing chess. So yeah, you got the bishop. Oh yeah, you got my rook. Oh yeah, you checked me.
I love that analogy, by the way.
A couple times.
He a big chess
guy.
guy.
Because it's true. You sometimes you give a piece away just to make your opponent do what you need them to do. Exactly. So I love that. I feel like Rolly did well, man.
He did, man.
I feel he did well. I think he exceeded expectations, and I hope they bring him back. Yeah. I hope they don't shelf him.
I think they will. They're gonna bring him back because I still want to see him against like Isaac Cruz or so I think there's a lot of names for him to fight. Tank is at the top. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Rolly proved that he belongs up there, even if he's not at the top.
Yeah.
For me, he deserves top 10 fights. So
Ellerby said he put the whole lightweight on notice, that he got his power real as fuck.
I wouldn't say he put the lightweight on notice, but he did a good job.
Yo, I don't know. I want to see him back. Like you said, Cruz. I don't know that
what about Rayo?
That's the thing. I don't know that he'll do Rayo which is Jose Venezuela, is trained by David Benavidez.
Shout out to Rayo.
I just don't know. I don't know that he'll do that off a knockout loss. You know what I mean? Rayo just fucking spanked Vargas. That was crazy.
You know what I love about Rolito? I love his energy, man. That kind of confidence. Like, he really promoted that fight because it was a fight that I had no interest in. And then,
bro, they broke records. They did better than Thurman and Garcia at the Barclays. Garcia literally from Philly.
Yeah,
both these dudes from Baltimore and Vegas.
You gotta put that on Rolly because his confidence, it was so believable.
Yeah,
it made you want to watch. It kind of gave me McGregor Mayweather vibes. like you starting to believe McGregor, although you know he has no chance. I'm like, what if he does?
Bro, so many people were setting me up like, bro, look at Rolly's confidence, bro. How could you not believe him? I'm
I'm really over here like, what does he know?
What does he know? That was hilarious. Yo, so what you think of Coach Bullet?
I think Bullet did a great job, man. I always shout out to Bullet. He always around. You feel me? Like I always see Bullet working, so I'm glad he got a shot at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he did a good job. Shout out to Coach Wade. You know, he always working, so I think he did a good job. Really conditioning, looked great. He just ran into a shot. He ran into a crazy shot, but
for real,
it was. You feel me? Like
it was one shot too.
I watched it on Instagram like 100 times, but did you see how fast it was? Boom! Like, oh my Lord. It made me jump.
Yo,
bro.
like watching the reaction video when y'all saw it, it was funny because it's him, our guy Bo, not Keyshawn.
Bruce Carrington was right here. Bo, Troy Isley, and Dewey Cooper.
So it's like it's a delayed reaction for some people. I feel like you was the first one that reacted.
Hell yeah!
And then it was like everybody else like was after. So I feel like it was a delayed reaction and shit. But that shit was so fucking quick. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to take a video real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Look, Ma, I made it, Ma.
Hold up. Shout out to your mom, man. Yo, I don't know if y'all know, but Denis Douglin is originally from New Jersey, man.
No, wrong. Denis Douglin is originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I lived in Jersey for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Damn, he checking you on the story.
On the gram.
Oh, shit.
Yo,
I thought it was New Jersey. I met him. Yo, I think we met like in AC somewhere, right?
Yeah, we did.
Fucking 100 years ago.
You know what it was? Shit. I'm not gonna lie. So I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I lived there till I was 16. Then I moved to Jersey. Growing up in New York, it was such a crazy experience with me, man. Like being jumped, constantly gang stuff. I'm not gonna say I was a gang member, but just ties of being from Brownsville and stuff. So when I was able to move to Jersey, it was a totally different lifestyle.
What part of Jersey you went to?
Marlboro, New Jersey. So
damn, you went deep down south.
It was lit. It was
nice. Did you like bump into Cornflake down there? Because he was like in Minville.
Nah, Cornflake is more south. He's further south. But I did bump into him. We sparred. I ran through Jersey respectfully. Like, I love Jersey. So I embraced it because Brooklyn was so rough, and then I moved to Jersey and it was so sunny. So I started sunny. I'm from Jersey. Yeah, I really embraced that. But then as I got older and I realized like Brooklyn is what made me who I am. I move how I am because of New York. So I really started repping New York a little more. So that's what a lot of people think I'm from Jersey because when I lived in Jersey, I'm Jersey. Come look at my crib. You feel me? Like that's what it was.
Shit, I remember bumping into you at the casinos and everything.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, man. So you're at DLX now?
No. DLX.
Oh, sorry. 3D?
3D.
Come on, he got his own boxing gym, bro.
He pulled up.
No, I messed up the name.
But that's an ugly mess up. That's an ugly mess up.
But you used to be there.
Yeah, and shout
out to
Shout out to DLX too. Shout out to Trudy and Derek over there and everything. Like
we haven't even visited that gym yet.
Nah, DLX is a dope gym. You feel me? Like so, and I appreciate them. Shout out to all the gyms in Vegas, man. Vegas is.
Shout out to Vegas for being able to have this many gyms. Like you guys have so many gyms so close to each other, and they're all popping. It's crazy.
Nah, it is. And I was
so much talent out here.
I've worked in city boxing, worked in DLX, worked in real boxing. So I've been around. I'm saying UFC gyms, title boxing, I used to train at Barry's. I trained at Sean Porter's gym. So I've been all over Vegas. I've been able to see different energies, different fighters, how they train. Vegas is very unique in that sense that the boxing world right here is very interesting. It's flourishing. I'm saying people don't talk about it because once the whole energy in Mayweather's died, for a while, everybody kind of felt like boxing in Vegas was dying or something. But now it's just, everybody just dispersed. But yeah, like 2016, 2017, Vegas and Mayweather gym, fire. That's when y'all should have like really been out here. Like that's when like it was me, Cuba, Jay Leon, Ronald Gaville, Badu Jack, Rolly, Tank, Africa, everybody. All I'm saying, all at one time in that gym. So you don't know who's gonna spar. Like that's when it was lit. Then you know when Floyd was still active. So Floyd in the gym, and when he come in the gym, it's people that's besties. They now beefing. You feel me? Like because everybody want that attention. So that energy was kind of crazy because you don't know what's gonna happen. That's
crazy. So you got any plans on being a trainer yourself? Like officially, like have a fighter, maybe a pro fighter?
Yes.
Because you've been in the game. You've met people now. I'm sure you look back and you wish things were different in your career, but I'm sure with all the phone numbers that you have now, you feel you can move someone, right?
Yeah, 100%. First, I don't wish anything was different in my career. I think my career path is very unique. I'm not a world champion yet, but I have world champion energy, so that feels good. You feel me? Like I get to move in rooms. You feel me? Like I get to see different things. And it's blessed. Like I'm in a very unique position where a lot of fighters with my record or resume, you would think, not even resume, just record, can't move like I move. Like they're written off already. You're already a B-side, super B-side. They call you a bum or your career is done. But me, I'm fortunate enough where people understand that I just was outside way too much. I was partying, drinking, playing with women a little bit too much. And that's why my career hasn't flourished the way it should have flourished. But again, I've been able to do a lot of things. So shout out to boxing for keeping me paid and keep me in the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still gonna make this run. I still have more time in my career. I'm still trying to be a champion.
Okay, so you.
But yes, I do want to be a trainer. I want to be the first boxer that does everything, bro. I want to commentate. I want to be a trainer. I want to be a ref. I want to be a judge. I want to be a manager, promoter. I just love this sport that much. Like I want to be involved in every aspect of it.
But in all these years, you being, because you've always been a fighter, but you've always had your training course where you teach other people.
Yeah.
Have you never ran across someone that, I don't know, that you felt like, damn, I want to help this kid get to the top?
You know what it was? Because I've had boxers, especially in Jersey, approach me to be their trainer in the pro rankings. But I don't think I had the confidence yet. And I still was, I want to say I was focused on myself, but it wasn't really just that. It was the confidence. Like I was nervous to be in the crowd or in the audience or in there as a trainer. And I'm not really established yet. So I feel like that's what held me back. But I'm not on that type of time anymore. Like I'm with everything. You know what I'm saying, like.
So this last fight you had got in Mexico, did you do that yourself?
Yes, me on.
Okay, so you put yourself in position.
Yes, to my own car, main event in my own car. That was dope. We're gonna do it again. When you do that, you have to put a lot of money up. You know what I'm saying? So I was fortunately able to get back a lot of money through my nonprofit and stuff like that. And it showed me a whole different side of boxing, which made me want to keep delving into that a little more. But it's a lot. It's a lot. Being a promoter and doing that whole thing is a lot. And
wait, so you have a promoter's license?
My mother does.
Okay.
Yes, my mother does.
Nice. So are you guys planning to schedule another one, or
she's trying to get her promoter license because we don't have one in Vegas yet. So we're she's trying to get a promoter license in Vegas and throw a card out here. Which
I hear it's difficult to get it out here.
It's a lot harder to do out here than it is, and like Mexico is easy. So shout out to Mexico for that. Like not saying easy in the sense that they don't take everything serious, but they wanted to make it happen. So Mexico was a little easier. And it was a great experience, but she's trying to do it in Vegas. So if anybody has their own pro license, holla at me. You know what I mean? We use your joint, my name. Let's make
but you want to do it in Vegas?
Yes, I want to have it.
Because I know you got connections with Rising Star Promotions, which is Cornflakes, so you could get on his cards.
Shout out Thomas Lemon, man. He's a dope person, dope boxer.
He's been doing that. I can't believe, I remember when I first met him, and I knew he, at that age, he had a promoter's license, and he was doing all these shows in the Claridge Casino, Bally's Casino, that young. And now, again, maybe he didn't become a world champion, but he's got a plethora of experience that he might, 10 years from now, he might be a real big promoter. Like at least a Lou DiBella because he runs across so much talent.
And at least a Lou DiBella is a big deal.
That's a big fucking deal.
Lou DiBella's a big deal.
I mean, look at what Lou is doing. I mean, I say at least a Lou DiBella because Lou doesn't have his TV network. He hasn't had a network since HBO.
He's not a top rank, but he's like right under that though.
Yeah, he
Cause he got a big hand in the Cambose's Haney.
Oh hell yeah. No, listen, Lou is making a resurgence.
Yeah,
because Camboso's put him on. He got the gold medalist. I don't know if you know the heavyweight. He about to fight on Showbox. We should do a live fight chat for that. I think it's June 10th.
Low key, people don't realize DiBella always active. He had Farmer. He had Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like DiBella.
Yeah, he lost Wilder for some time, but he had Wilder.
But
he's got Stephen Big Shot Shaw. He's got Conwell. That's his fighter. He got some fighters.
He had me for a while. Shout out to DiBella. Like I'm saying, like, and me and DiBella only.
He had Paulie.
Yeah, Paulie. DiBella's lit. And it was always good vibes when we worked together. I have nothing negative at all to say about DiBella. I would still work with him in the future. He's great. So, yeah, to be on the DiBella level, the way Conflict is working, like, I'm very impressed. And like you say, he's been doing this for a minute. Like,
for a minute. Like, while he was boxing, like, even when he was undefeated, like, it's crazy because he's still super young. I know he's super young. So it's like 10 years from now, he really might. If he starts now fully promoting.
10 years from now, we gonna be competing. Me and Conflict gonna be competing for that promoter.
Not really. Y'all gonna be co-promoting, man, because he New Jersey based. You out here in Vegas now. And y'all connections.
You're right. We're going to be working together.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Right. Shout out to
Absolutely. But it's always healthy to have a little bit of competition, man. People try to say, oh, compete with yourself. Man, you don't give me that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm competing with everybody else and myself.
I'm trying to be the best at everything. If I'm doing it, I'm trying to be the best.
For real. So you're waiting on to see can your mom get approved out here for a promoter's license. So would you look towards any other cards in the meantime?
As far as me fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to fight. Like, people need to understand, I want to be active. I want to fight. It's not me. It's promoters will call me with a fight, and then the opponent will say yes, and I guess they'll do research or look me up on the gram or whatever. Then they'll turn me down, or they ask for a lot more money. They press me out of the fight pretty much. I'm in a very weird position, man, where boxers know me very well, but the fans don't. So I'm like a
high risk, low reward.
Exactly. Because fighters know if they're gonna ring with me, they're gonna have a long night. I'm saying, but the fans don't know. They just look at my record and all that stuff. So that's the position I'm in right now. It's very awkward. It's very annoying.
Where do you see Ammo Williams, man? Because you're basically the only guy to not get knocked out, I believe. Yeah. You took him the full 8, and I know you took that fight on short notice.
A week's notice. Let me tell you the
one week
backstory. Like, I don't even know if y'all know this, but so I just got arrested for something I did a couple years ago because I used to be not a bad person, but I'm saying I'm from New York. We just moved, you feel me? So something I did a couple years ago caught up to me, and I had to go to jail for a month, only a month or whatever. But I was going for a month. I just bought my gym the month before that. So my rent for my gym was due a week after I got out of jail. I had no idea how I was going to pay my rent. I was about to lose my gym. Then I get a call, if it was God. Like, I got a call like, hey, do you want to fight Ammo Williams next week in his hometown at 160? Mind you, I haven't seen 160 in like 6 years. But I need this. I prayed to God for a way to keep my gym open because this is now how my livelihood. I'm doing very well. It's how I'm taking care of my kid, how I'm living. So I need the gym to work for me. And I get a call to fight this fight last minute. I'm not ready at all. I just got out of jail on Tuesday. I got the call on Friday. I'm not ready. But
sound like the Boots fight.
But it's like, this is what if you're going to put money on anybody, put it on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I took it. But I cut 18 pounds in 6 days.
Wow.
Went to his hometown for him. So I'm proud of myself for taking the fight that far. But I know that if he got 100% me, if I had a full camp, it'd have been a different fight. So shout out to Emma. Like you said, he's been doing his thing. He's been on a rampage. It looks like he's gotten better since we fought. Me and him were actually just talking last week on the gram, and I told him I want my rematch. And he was like, if you want your rematch, how about you show me some support? Because every time I fight, you going for the other guy, which is not necessarily the case. He just happened to fight Cash, who's my guy, and then he fought Cordell.
Wait, Cash from out here?
Yeah.
You really picked Cash over him?
I was sparring with Cash for the fight. So I'm saying like I'm not gonna spar with Cash and then be like, oh, let's go ammo. That's for me. So
But why even make a pick?
I was just rooting for Cash because that's what I've been around. I'm saying I've been around Cash since I moved to Vegas. Shout out.
I see why he hit you up like that. He like, come on, you picking Cash, like, cause I respect Cash. I called his fights in Atlanta, but like, he ain't got the pop. Yeah. He need to like somebody to stop ammo. You got to get him off.
You know what's crazy? Cash can punch. Cash actually does have the pop. It's something else. I don't know. He's missing something else. I get what you're saying. It's something he's missing, but it's not pop.
Really?
Yeah, Cash actually can punch. So I was going for Cash. Then when he fought Cordell, Cordell is somebody I know also from the amateurs.
Man, that shit
ugly work.
Bro, that was like one round.
Ugly work. Shout out to Cordell.
Cordell, fuck. Yo, and I love him. Let me tell you, but after that fight, my man he training. He ain't been doing shit but training little kids on IG. Oh. Fuck, man. We got to get back in there, man.
Nah, chill.
Yo, Cordell, fucking.
You can say he got caught cold. It happens, man. Like, you want to see fighters like that bounce back. I'm saying, like, that's one of the biggest things in boxing. I feel like we take these losses and then everybody loses it mentally. Like, there's so many talented fighters that got caught and then just haven't been the same. Like, Antoine Douglas is one of them.
Nah, but he ain't get caught, bro. Curcides, that shit was a fucking massacre, man.
Who's the one?
Antoine Douglas.
Against Suicide. Yeah,
that motherfucker, that shit, man, they should have stopped that shit, man. They fucked his whole life up.
What I'm saying is, though, the talent, though, that kid had was different.
Yo, which is funny because, you know, K gets all this love now. Everybody forget that was his fighter.
Yeah, that's how I met K. I actually just told him that this week.
He could have been like, threw that fucking talent.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure he learned from that. I'm sure he'll be very careful in the next one. Because
that's a fact.
I heard Antoine Douglas had brain bleed and everything.
Oh, word? I didn't know it was that deep. Shout out to Antoine. He's good people, like great fighter. Shout out to K.
It's crazy because we just had Troy Isley in here and, you know, they grew up together. Yeah. But, I mean, K got a pack of wolves now.
Yeah, K dope, man. Like I said, I've been over there at the Top Range. I'm sparring now. And so I get to see how he work. I like his energy. He good people. I get why they're so successful over there.
So you had to drop 18 pounds. I'm watching these highlights, bro, and this dude looked like he is a fucking cruiserweight against you, though.
Yes,
was he big in there?
Nah, man.
You look smaller than him. Bro. Let me get a screen share real quick. Oh shit, I engineered and walked out.
He said, it wasn't even that he felt big. I just felt so drained, bro. Like, it's like I'm in the ring, he's throwing punches, I see it and I can't move. So that's frustrating. Like, that fight was the worst fight for me because it was the first time I didn't have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I fought Benavidez, that fight was fun to me. Like, I'm like, Mom, I'm tired. Like, it was fun. But when I was in the fight ring with ammo, it was like, all right, they go to jab. His jab slow, boom, and it still hit me.
Damn, you went 10 with Benavidez.
Yeah, man. Yeah, people don't understand, man. Like, and that was dope. Shout out to Benavidez.
Bro, I've been to his camp. That dude's he's fucking huge.
He's big. Kid Benavidez is big.
Bro, I've watched him lose weight. He's big, man. He was in camp, and my partner who got us here, he lent him that mansion Benavidez was in for 4 fucking months to get that weight off.
Oh yeah,
he's big. Bro.
I trained with them for like 6 months. I was able to spar Benavidez. We got a bunch of rounds in.
I got footage of that has never hit the internet.
Oh, you got footage of that?
I got footage. I got like 6 rounds of y'all sparring that has never hit the internet.
That's dope.
Dope. Shit! So you should just give us the okay right now.
Put it out there.
Oh! He said, "No,
you go hold on to that.
That's in the vault.
That's a fact." But now, shout out to Benavidez, shout out to Jose, shout out to that whole team, Rayo, everybody, man. Like,
yo, Rayo. When I seen him sparring, I got to see him spar Joet Gonzalez and Joet's brother, and like some other kid that was like 7-0 or 11-0 or some shit. And I knew right there. I said, man, he about to murder Francisco Vargas.
So when I started training with them, it was Rayo, Benavidez, Junior, then it was the Magdalenos. It was a couple of people, and so I didn't know who Rayo was. He was just a kid with a pink headgear, and pink cup, pink. I'm like, who is this kid? So he get in the ring. I don't know who he is, and I don't remember who he sparred. I was watching anybody spar, and he just beat the mess out of somebody. And I'm like, hey,
he's vicious.
Hey, yo, who is this kid? Like,
and his left hook, he vicious, man.
Shout out
He
to
vicious.
Rayo definitely won the next.
I can't wait for Diego Pacheco's little brother, Fred Pacheco. That's gonna be a dangerous little heavyweight unless he lose weight.
Is Diego good?
He looking good, man. And he sparred Canelo to get him ready for the Callum Smith fight, and now he's a stablemate of Benavidez, so he spars Benavidez every fucking camp. So he gonna be forced to get good.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, me and Danny.
You got to work with Canelo, right?
Yeah, but before we switch, I just want you to know that kid Diego Pacheco, who's only 21, is like 6'9". I two-hand dunked on him. Me and Danny beat him in basketball. Just saying.
Yeah, I threw him the oop on that one. You know, hit the game-winning shot on the next one. It ain't shit to a boss.
I'm never gonna let them live that one down because they came to us like threw us the ball. Like, what up? Let's get it 2-man. Like
bro,
they was
two
about to
fat
dust
guys.
us off.
They see 2 fat guys. Like,
yeah, they thought they was about to dust us off and shit.
All right, motherfuckers. Why?
Yo.
Bro, and let me tell you, we couldn't play D too hard because it's like
the fucking garden.
No, because it's like the they still fighters, they still training for fights. Like Diego ain't can't right.
You don't hurt nobody.
Yeah,
They got a fight coming up.
Even though I was playing hard, but I was not trying to lose. I swear to God, I dove for the ball at once. I wasn't trying to take no L's.
I respect it. If you played, I'm playing.
Talking about he's 6'9". He ain't nowhere near.
How tall is he? You crazy, man. I'm about
he
to go
like
to
6'2".
You hating on Diego. I'm about to go straight to his
You just trying to make it seem, more impressive.
Like you
what?
Somebody for real.
Bruh, he might as well be in the NBA.
Not that.
Look at that. That shit say 6'4", which really is always wrong. They be like, he like 6'6".
Yeah, he probably got like 6'5" on him. Okay.
That's your height. He is not your height.
He taller.
He is not taller than you.
Oh, man, you trying to take... All right, look.
You for real? He taller than you?
I believe so.
Damn, I didn't think so. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm pretty sure he's taller than Ness when y'all stood up next to each other during the show.
How tall are you, Ness?
I'm 6'5". I'm 6'5", yeah. So I know he a fake 6'5". I'm trying to tell y'all, he taller.
I didn't realize you was that tall.
I stood next to Fury, and that's when I'm like, God damn, that's really 6'9". You know what I'm saying? He tall as fuck. And even Wilder 6'7" is tall. That's what I'm saying. People be saying they like certain heights. I don't believe them because then you see, Fury, Wilder, even Hellenius, that motherfucker tall as hell.
Mm-hmm. Helene is big as hell.
So I want to ask y'all some questions. Cause I know you always asking boxing questions.
Yeah,
but
let's go.
I want to ask questions from the other side. Like,
today Ned's birthday. He turned 43.
Happy birthday, my God! That's dope. That's dope.
He turned 43.
Thank you.
That's dope. First of all, I want to say shout out to y'all for.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. Like, I want to say shout out to y'all for like the energy y'all bring to the sport because there's people like you guys, people like Ak and Barack that bring like a different, more urban sense to boxing.
Yeah.
So it's dope. Like, I'm glad. Like, it's urban, but it's professional.
Mm-hmm.
But we was just talking
Breakfast Club of Boxing, baby.
Feel me? That's what it felt like. Y'all
we was talking about it yesterday, and I don't even know who the fuck was talking about it, but like we was saying, I'm like, yo, you got to be able to connect with the people.
Yeah.
Like if you can't connect with the people.
Oh, that was Fred Hawthorne
Fred
from Barbershop Conversations. We were interviewing
Shout out to Fred.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fred.
So like you got to be able to connect with the people, and we was talking. We had Bill Haney come in yesterday. And we was talking about ESPN dropped like a thing with George, and it was like the girl they had.
She was Australian, and it just
it didn't bring you in, bro. It didn't intrigue you.
Speaking of Bill, shout out to Bill. He stole me money.
For what?
Let me go get it.
Bill Haney. He gonna pop up. He gonna pop up like Candyman.
Me money, bro. But nah. What y'all think about this? Devin and Campbell's like, what y'all thought about the press conference? I ain't confirmed. The press conference threw me off a little bit.
Why?
Because Campbell's is weird, bro.
What'd he say?
Like, did you watch it?
Of course.
Like the whole how he was calling Devin a rat. Like,
yeah.
That was lame. You ain't no gangster. Devin's never, from my opinion, Devin's never portrayed a gangster.
Yeah.
So to try to say you ain't gangster, it feels like you coming at him because he's black.
I feel like that's what they trying to do, though. They trying to
make him look a gangster.
Bro, because
look at the fucking poster.
Picture, like that joint was crazy.
Why and don't get me wrong, because I was there. So I don't want to take this stance like that was their doing. Devin brought his jewelry. That's real. They didn't Photoshop that. So maybe they gave Devin choice. Like, you want this
maybe
picture?
That's what you want to look. Maybe that's how you want to look. And if that's the case, that's the case.
Yeah.
But
I think it gives them that Money May feel. To be in the poster with the jewelry, that's like what the casual fan is gonna
be drawn to.
Cause
I get it.
I don't know though. I get what you're saying. I was a little bit shocked by the jewelry on the fight poster too.
The jewelry thing threw me off, but it wasn't even all the way that. It was like how Kambosos was talking, was just throwing me off. Like, I would never do that to my countrymen.
Meanwhile, he did that. Did you know?
Nah, I didn't.
He was Pacquiao's lead sparring partner for the Jeff Horn fight. So he crossed his countrymen.
And let me tell
Jeff
you,
Horn was like, "Why you ain't call me?" He like, "Man, if you don't like what I did, we could settle it in the ring." Oh, but he is calling Devin and rap.
There's a difference though. There is a difference. There is a difference though, Dennis. George and Jeff Horn, like Jeff represents us. Like, T.O. represented Honduras in the Olympics and the Olympic trials and everything, bro. Like, is that really a countryman, for one? And two, yeah, I get he was born here, cool, bro. But regardless,
T.O. from Brooklyn. Shout out T.O.
He's from Florida, bro. But regardless, the shit that, if Devin did tell you that, okay, what? He told you public information?
Yeah.
He like, bro.
It was a weird flex.
Come on now. Like, the shit was corny, and that's what Devin said. Like, when is the act gonna stop? Yeah. And it's crazy.
I don't know about corny. I mean, I get how we interpret it. I respect Kambosos. Devin is saying when the act gonna stop, but really the question is, Kambosos don't stop the mind games. Like, that's all mind games. You know there's only two ways to fuck a man head up. Call him a snitch, or a girl say he shit in bed. Other than that, men don't give a fuck about nothing. But you question that man's manhood and his word, we want to fight. So I think Kambosos is just on his game plan. He's like, I got to T.O. I gotta get under Devin's skin. I need Devin to come to me.
Dennis, you've been around Devin plenty, and his team and his family and whatnot. Do you think George is actually getting under Devin's skin? Do you think he's actually, bothering him?
To be honest with you, I don't think so at all. And I think the fact that he's not getting under Devin's skin is getting under his skin. So I think it's actually working against him, in my opinion.
But I don't know that he doesn't think he won with the press conference. Just being able to say that. And now with all the fucking websites, that's their headline. Kambosos calls Devin a rat.
But if you're looking at the comments, I saw that too, but I was looking at the comments though, and the people aren't with it. You feel me? So you lost the people with it. You know what I'm saying? So like when you start reading the comments, it'll get to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in this sport, to be in a public period, you have to have thick skin. And I feel like he put himself out there, and a lot of people are looking at him sideways now. Like, what are you talking about, really? Like, that's how I felt. Because I didn't know much about him outside of the T.O. fight. But now, watching the press conference, it made me go back and watch him and
T.O.?
No, him
Selby?
No, black man.
Mickey Bay.
Mickey Bay made me go watch the Mickey Bay fight, which was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Wow.
Yeah, what was interesting about it? Because I literally clicked on a tweet talking about that fight.
I mean, I'm just saying, Mickey Bay is a great fighter. Shout out to Mickey Bay. Mickey Bay fights, in my opinion, very similar to Devin. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like he was making Kambosos miss a lot of shots. And I'm thinking, I don't know, Devin's gonna be a little bit trickier than Mickey, and he kind of had a hard time with that fight, but at the same time, he's gotten a lot better too. I do think Kambosos has gotten a lot better since that fight. So I do think it's an interesting fight.
So you think he's gotten better from what fight?
It's funny. It's part of it. Top Rank posted the fight yesterday.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Mickey Bay versus George Kambosos got posted yesterday.
Of course, they got to push it right now. It's fight week.
53,000 views already.
But you said he's gotten better since what fight?
Since the Mickey Bay fight, I think.
So you think he
got to. He became a champion. Yeah. Do you think that phrase is true where they like, when you become a champion, you become 80% better?
I do think you become better because it's mental. This sport is much more mental than people realize. So that confidence of winning, like for example, Bivol right now, Bivol is so good right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because he just beat the man. That mental confidence.
But I mean, look at Tio. Look at Andy Ruiz. Like
it's how you handle that.
Yep.
It's how you handle the confidence. The confidence can turn you, slow you down. I'm saying?
Right.
You in that grind to get there. Now you know you there, so you less hungry. Not saying that's what happened with Tio. I'm not sure what happened over there with that fight. But I think with Tio it was just timing. I'm saying because they had the fight, then it got canceled, pushed back.
Let me ask you. Would you put 180,000 to make 100 off Devin?
But I put 100,000, 180 to make 100 on that fight.
Too many intangibles?
Yeah, because he's over there. It's just a lot. It's a lot that can build out there. And you feel me? I still think Devin's gonna win, but I wouldn't put bread up like that. You feel me? Like I'm still going with Devin.
1,800 to make 1,000? Still too much of risk? For me, it is. I'm afraid to put 180 to make 100 on that shit.
1,800 to make 1,000. That's not crazy. Like, I still wouldn't do it. You're right. Like with him being over there. If they were fighting over here, I would. If that was the odds with this fight being over
I promise you though, you got me watching this Mickey Bay fight, and I'm like, damn. I went right to the betting line because Mickey doubling that jab.
You feel me? Mickey
and moving.
Mickey
bro, look. So I'm glad you said that. Earl tweeted last night. Just watch Mickey Bay versus Kambosos upside down smiling face. Right? We all know what that means.
Nah, what does it mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Y'all some old fucks. Y'all some old fucks.
I actually always wanted to know that, bro. What is the upside
Bro,
down?
it's hard to describe. Let me get the screenshot though. So
hard to describe, but we all know what it means.
yeah. He said shit just get hard because you don't know if the judges will be on the up and up. Sad to say.
That's real. That's real. Especially being over there.
What's some of the comments? Any good ones?
People talking about the Brook fight.
What's those scorecards? Who posted that?
Let's see.
Unless Haney's wins what it say?
Americans are just gonna complain and cry foul. Every other fighter has to go to America and never get the benefit of the doubt. What's the difference here? Kambosos beat Selby and Bay in their own backyards, and you guys still complain, outlanded and knocked down. So he beat false. Mickey Bay. Let me tell you, Mickey Bay had fought one round in Mexico in like a 2-year and 10-month span before that Kambosos fight. Yeah. So he basically was inactive. Like, yeah, he had a fight.
And you can tell Bay's inactive because when we interviewed him, now I'm listening to that interview in my head, I'm seeing what he's saying. He's like, look, I wasn't in shape. So I'm feinting him. I'm buying time. I'm in there, keeping that motherfucker busy. If I was on, I'd be popping the jab. And now I'm watching him. He doing a lot of that where he could have been fucking working, but he ain't had the energy. So Devin is 23, youthful than a motherfucker, and I was blessed to watch him, train. He's a machine. Bro. He's legit a machine.
Dennis, I sparred Devin for his for the Jojo Diaz fight. That boy is good, man. Boy is good. Like he's really the real deal. Like
so wait a minute, you sparred him for the Jojo Diaz fight.
That's why Bill
and you ain't bust his nose.
I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. So this is how to
bro. Bill told me he'll pay somebody who could produce a picture of Devin with a busted nose. He said in all these years, no one's ever even busted Devin's nose. You believe that? I questioned him. I'm like, come on, man.
I could though. We can run it back. I could though.
But you big as hell.
Exactly.
What's your weight?
That's what they're gonna throw it on. That's why I'm in such a
disadvantage
sparring. I like sparring. I like sparring everybody. Guys bigger than me, smaller than me. I just like getting in the ring, man. I love boxing. But when you get in the ring with people like a Devin, who's really good, really, really, really good, but then you got them by 30 pounds. I'm in a tough position because if I beat you up, then people gonna say, "Oh, but you got him by 30 pounds." And if you beat me up, they be like, "Oh, you got me." You know what I'm saying, like, so.
But I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's just we just working, like we get work.
Like I said, it was a lot of fun. Devin actually in the sparring session we spar. He actually dropped me. It was all balance shot. It was all,
what?
It was all, but I definitely hit the canvas. They got him on tape too. Like,
oh my god! So Bill waiting for you to say something greasy, and he gonna text me the knockout. Like, here you go.
Hey, I already told people all the time. You can put it out there, bro. Like, I'm not even that kind of dude. Like, the work was a lot of fun.
Damn, bro, that's crazy though because people think Devin ain't got no power. You big.
I mean, it wasn't a hard shot, though. It was an off-balance shot. But he does have power. I'm not going to... That was not me trying to downplay his power. But it wasn't a shot where I was hurt. Like, I dropped... I was like, good shot. I laughed it off. But the fact that he set me up for the shot, because that's what it was. That's what it comes down to. Like, he had the angle. I threw a jab. I was jabbing in and out. And he started trying to throw a hook off my jab, which was... It's a good counter move to take the angle, throw the hook off my jab. So I threw the first jab. He caught me with the hook. Typically, against somebody my size, okay, I would see what you're doing. I would take the range back up. You know what I'm saying? Throw the timing off. But with Devin, I took it as a challenge. Like, little boy, like, you trying to time me, bro? Bet. So I did the same thing again. And he timed it again. so he caught me with the hook as I was jabbing in.
Bro, and how'd that hook feel?
It didn't hurt again, but it was a great shot. It was
I was seeing him do pad work at Bones and porking on that fucking hook and slipping under and hooking.
But you're talking about a man who went 10 fucking rounds with David Benavidez.
I'm not asking him to tell me Devin could knock me out. I'm just saying, because I'm looking at it on the pad.
No,
hey,
Dennis,
just let me tell him what I'm saying. When I'm in the gym and I see him, I'm like, how are people saying this man don't got power? That shit sound like gunshots. And then he rolling under, bah, bah, and it's just fucking perfect. So I'm like, how doesn't he have power?
For the smaller guys that I've sparred, I wouldn't put Devin up there as like one of the hardest hitting, heavier handed smaller guys. But his timing and his brain is up there. Like the shots that he was throwing, the fact that they lined me up for that shot, that's what it was. Like I'm saying, like he took the angle, throw the hook over my jab. Like that's next level elite thinking. The way, like, granted, it sounds simple, like, take the angle, throw jab, but I disguise what I'm doing really well. Like, and it was definitely something they planned, something Devin planned. Like he saw. That's lit. So,
have you ever sparred Tank?
Tank, no. We were talking to each other on Instagram Live, talking about sparring. He was saying he's gonna stop me, but I haven't get to spar. I didn't get to spar him. I haven't sparred Errol. These are people I want to get in the ring with everybody, bro.
Yeah, so. No Crawford.
No Crawford, I want to do that too. But I've sparred everybody getting ready for them, which is annoying. Like I sparred Sean for Errol. I sparred Benavidez for Crawford. I sparred pretty much if you fighting Crawford.
Stop right there. Benavidez for Crawford, you sparred him. Does Benavidez beat Danny Garcia? That's the rumor. He getting ready for, and he fucking. I'm watching his dad do the pads in the bot. Yo, Benavidez hitting. He look like he hitting right now.
At 54.
At 54 too. You know, Danny conservative with them punches.
Hey, listen. Speaking of smaller guys that got power, that's one.
Who, Danny?
No,
Benavidez.
Benavidez could punch. Benavidez could punch. I think he's really good. I think he was even doing good against Crawford before the leg threw him off and. Just the inactivity. I feel like with Benavidez Jr., when he's not getting ready for a fight, he's not in the gym.
Yeah.
Like is
it's the discipline.
That's the difference between him and David. David, I feel like, is always in the gym from what I've seen. But as far as talent, Junior got it, bro. Like Junior's it too.
So you wouldn't pick? Gotta let it play out
with Junior and Garcia.
Yep.
Yeah,
bro, Herrera made it tough for Danny, and that was a little Mexican.
Yeah, that's real. But Danny really got the equalizers, bro. Danny Hook is still fired.
You sparred him?
Nah, I haven't.
Damn, being down South Jersey so close to Philly?
Yeah, I know. And I grew up, like, the crazy thing is I've known Danny from the amateurs. Like, me and Danny always saw each other, like, amateur tournaments and stuff like that. So, to see how far Danny has made it, and it's dope, bro. Like, and that's another thing that people don't understand. Like, a lot of these champions, like, I grew up with everybody, so that's why we're so and connected. I grew up with Sean, grew up with around Glenn Tapia, and just Danny Jacobs, Garcia, all these guys are all people that were Rasheed Warren. We all came up in the same era. So I got to see, like, people take it all the way is dope, bro. And I'm like, okay, it's my turn. I got to do this still. So.
Gotta bite down, champ.
That's a fact. That's been my biggest thing, bro, has always been discipline. Because, like, it's very unique. I'm in a very unique position because I didn't need boxing financially. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God I've been in a position where my parents were doing well with their life. They grinded and they put me in a great position. So I got a college degree. I'm very educated. I'm a physical therapist, so I've always been able to make money outside of boxing, and with that being said, with boxing not being the only way I'm making money, it was hard for me to focus. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you have fighters like that aren't dealing with girls, that don't have anything else but boxing. They live in the slums. Like, they give everything to the sport. I wasn't doing that. I'm saying I was outside. I'm saying, like, I was halfway in, halfway out. And I feel like that's why I never gave myself a real chance. That's what I want to do now with the back end of my
What do you need for a title run? To give it one last title run, what do you need?
Just to focus, bro. Just to be disciplined. I let myself lose focus too much. I'm saying, like, I'll be into it. Like, right now, I'm into boxing so much. And I noticed, I was looking at pictures on Snapchat. You know how your Snapchat memories come up? I was looking at my Snapchat memories, and I realized around this time, I'm always in great shape. It be June into summertime. Like, it was summertime, then now everybody pool parties and stuff. I start going out. I start playing. Back in the days, I was drinking. That's what it was. So this year, I'm really just more aware of how I'm moving. Like, this whole Memorial Day weekend, I did not go out.
You brought up drinking. Let me ask you, as an older person with more experience in this sport, does a fighter ever recover truly from the alcohol? We were talking to someone and they made it seem like if a fighter hasn't been, taking care of their body, it don't matter. That body is still had alcohol in it. It still had party and it still had smoke. And you know what I mean? Versus hypothetically a Devin Haney that ain't done none of that shit. You know what I mean? He don't drink, he don't smoke, he ain't partying. Does it matter even for a person like yourself? Like, I've given it up. I got 5 years sober. I'm not putting nothing in my body. Is your body still... Can we see the effects of that alcohol in the ring, even though you quit 5 years ago?
I think when you quit and you're not doing it habitually, then you can definitely tell. If you're just quitting when you're getting ready for fights, then it's a different, like, for example, if you're drinking, but then you get a fight, so you stop drinking for 8 weeks, whatever, like, yeah, you can tell 100%. But if you guys, like somebody like me, like, I'm over 2 years sober now. My last drink was September 13th of 2019, the last time I drank. So I feel like I feel a difference 100%. I'm saying,
congrats,
like,
man.
Thank you, bro. So I feel a difference 100%. So I definitely would suggest to boxers, or at least to definitely put the bottle down. But everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? I do know fighters. Like, I was in camp with a fighter. We were helping somebody else. I was in camp. This fighter was drinking the entire time. And I'm like, boy, you about to get trashed tomorrow. And he didn't.
Wow.
He didn't. You feel me? Like, I'm not
So, like, drinking, you mean like it's nighttime, y'all already sparred, y'all took showers, y'all just chilling in the house, and he's having a cognac.
Listen, we in camp, right? We were in camp with another fighter. We're in Canada. For David Lemieux. We're in camp with Canada. He's sparring in the morning, but we out at night. Like, he's
Lemieux is?
No, not Lemieux.
Oh.
Dude that's with me, that's
Okay.
sparring Lemieux. He's smoking, drinking, chilling, bro, chilling. And I'm looking at him. I'm on the side like, ooh, we about to get beat up. And then the next day, some was fine. They're better than me. You feel me? Like, so everybody's different. I don't know if that's ever gonna catch up, or I mean, it hasn't yet. I still follow his career. Like, so I'm not gonna say his name out loud, but yeah, man. Like, everybody's different. For me, I can't do it.
Yeah.
When I was drinking, bro, I would drink on Monday. I'm not good again until like Thursday, but I'm still trying to go to the gym. I was in camp with Badu Jack for one of the fights we for the Southpaw, and because I was in a lot of his camps, but I was drinking and sparring, bro. I went out on Saturday and I went to Dre's, got super drunk. Super drunk. Had a great time though. On Monday.
At least you had a great time.
Had a great time. On Monday, me and Badu spar, bro.
He body shot you.
Oh my God, he beat the mess out of me. And having to the point where I was arguing with my mother because she yelling at me in the corner because she said I still smell like liquor.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It comes out your pores.
Yeah, so she mad. I'm getting beat up. I'm arguing with her, like, and I'm like, yo, what am I doing? What am I doing, man? Like, I had a real low point in life for a while out here, man. Just with drinking and depression. I think it's something that's not talked about enough when it comes to boxing.
I seen your post.
Yeah,
one
boxing.
time that you posted, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, man. Boxing.
Like, that
hard.
picture was serious. That was your actual
and that
picture.
Was an actual picture. Me outside. My mother came outside and saw me on the floor, passed out, with my shoes off and all that. And she started crying, whatever. And then they took a picture of me to show me later, just so I could see what I'm doing. I don't know how I made it home that day. That's what was crazy about that picture. I didn't know how I made it home because I was drinking. I went to a day party So I was drinking all through the day. Then I was chilling at like a bar. Then went to a club after that. Then went to after hours. So I went to 3 clubs and somehow still made it home. Like but yeah, man. Like I said, and then it all started with depression, from my first loss, and how we take fans like that, and then how everybody left me. Because when I lived in Jersey, I was the man when I was winning. As soon as I lost, girls that I was dealing with stopped talking to me.
Yeah.
People, like, sponsors backed out. I had a dude that was giving me $500 a week, which at that time was like a big money. Like,
for sure.
You feel me? And he just ghosted me. He stopped talking to me, you feel me? So like that really affects fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was telling people, if you saw on my Twitter, I was like, make sure, I hope Rolly homies really make sure he's good, because as much as it's funny, as fans, you want to laugh at somebody getting knocked out. That's somebody's livelihood, man.
For sure.
You feel me? That's somebody.
And everybody don't handle it the same. I stopped posting memes because fighters, they don't understand, like, that we just in the moment, and they take that shit personal, bro. They take that shit personal. So I seen what is it, Mendoza, right? Who trains with Salas? Brian?
Yeah.
He posted, like, my boy Rollies will be back. You know, some of his people still riding with him. And I think he did good. He won me over. I think he did good. I know
he won me over
more
too.
educated boxing fans like yourself, and I've had other trainers here. They like, man, Tank did.
Nah,
but I feel like he still put that mental pressure on him.
Plan. But yeah, I think Rolly did a great job, because although that was Tank's game plan, Rolly was still landing shots. Ain't nobody playing to go get hit. I'm saying Rolly was still getting a couple hooks in.
Fucking Tank beat the under though. I mean the over. This motherfucker, them bookies, man, they knew. I swore. Listen, I was selling to my audience. Ain't no way big ass Rolly not gonna make it past 6.5 rounds. 6.5 to 5. Bro, I was off by 1:30.
No, you weren't.
It was the 6th round he got knocked out. He only got to make it 1:30 past that round.
Past that. So it probably had another 3 minutes left.
It's only a 3-minute round.
Bro, what I'm saying is the over under 6.5. That means you got to be halfway into the 7th.
I don't know. There's this discrepancy about that, man. I'm telling you.
There's no discrepancy.
Google it.
There's no.
I Googled it. You wasn't here Friday, I believe. I'm telling. Yeah, no, I Googled it.
Have you ever won the over under bet? Because I've won the over under bet and I've gotten paid out.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor.
Yo, look. 30 seconds left in the 6th round. Canna bet on it and got paid, and he works with us, man. Like, what he gonna lie for?
Right, he bet the under.
No, he didn't. He bet the over.
So then you would have got paid.
I didn't make the bet because I waited till Saturday.
When's the last boxing fight you made money over? Let me see where you at with it.
He just lost $111 on Jamel
Actually,
Herring.
112 on fucking Herring.
Shout out to Herring.
I thought he was going to do it. He a fucking former world champ, man.
Jermaine.
I'm not mad. Jermaine's Dominican, I'm Dominican, so we got one. But like,
I told you, all you had to do was make it to the 7th round.
First off, I never saw Jermaine before. Shout out to
Jermaine. Yeah, nah, I watched him fight Joseph Adorno.
I met his mother, his girl, and his aunt at the fight. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. But now he fought a great fight, man. So when's the last fight you won money over?
Oh man, I gotta check, man. Let me check my bets.
Shit, I won money off Canelo. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you bet against Canelo? I lost that.
I bet against Canelo.
I lost on.
What made you do that,
bro? It just felt like the right fight. Boxing was ready for an upset like of that magnitude, and I thought
it's been nothing but upsets. I feel
but of that magnitude.
He's right. That's huge.
We needed a fight like
because they never beat Floyd.
I mean, that wasn't bigger than AJ Ruiz. I don't feel like.
Why not? AJ's never gonna be as big as Canelo. That is a bigger upset than AJ Ruiz.
The odds.
Oh, the odds.
The odds for 1 and for 2, and for 2. I feel like AJ went on fucking tour after that. Like, the motherfucker was a superstar. Motherfucker barely spoke Spanish, was meeting with the fucking president. Yeah. So Andy turned into a superstar. Bivol didn't.
See, look, they saying you wrong. He said, bruh just said you got to be halfway into the 7th with a palm face emoji. I'm telling you, Google it.
Nah, I told you. You just had to be in the 7th.
Hold on, so you on right now while we on, y'all talking to people?
Yeah, there's people in the live chat.
Yeah, on
That's
YouTube.
dope. This is a nice little setup.
No, and we got callers.
Yeah, there's callers. Those people on the circles, that's Discord, and then there's phone numbers
look, we got
on the
Boozy
right.
from Broward
Right, so
up there.
It's official, guys. I'm the third host now.
Shout out.
I'm the third host. This is fire. So it's not.
They said I was off by 30 seconds, fam.
They said that the half is only for the push.
And then again, listen, Rolly, bro, I thought he was gonna give me more, and I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying, like, it was one punch, legit, like, and he got up, like. The ref could have fucking made us money because it was like 15 seconds in the round.
He could. I wouldn't have been mad at the ref, but I'm not mad at the ref either. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at because he was fucking gone.
He was gone.
But it was 15 seconds. He might have made it to the next round. He would have got that minute rest.
He wasn't making it to the next round.
He probably really helped Rolly, bro. Like he really did, bro.
See, he says if you make it out the 6, you win. Not half of the round in the 7th. But whatever, it is what it is. I just felt like Gamboa went fucking 12 with a busted Achilles heel. Leo Santa Cruz, who started at 115, that motherfucker made it 7. Barrio started at 122 pounds. He made it fucking 11. Rolly had that equalizer that at least keep Tank honest. But, you know, he got overzealous. He did the same move twice.
That's exactly what it is.
Damn, bro, I've always thought you had to be halfway.
Right! Yo. Pat myself on the back.
Look at this narcissist on his birthday giving himself credit.
That's funny.
Where's my narcissist soundbite? I know I have it. Don't send it again, Brandon. He's like, yo, I've been sent it. That's hilarious. No, I told you, man. Fucking so mad. Rolly, ooh. But I'm not even mad because you know what? I waited so long, right? Rolly was plus money for the over. And I kept telling the audience, so we talked about it too much. We changed the fucking line. Now, the next day, Saturday morning, he was 125 minus money. So I didn't make the bet. I had to make it Friday. I'm never going to wait till Saturday again. Fuck it. When I see the bet I like, I'm going to take it, even though I would have lost.
So let me ask you, what have you ever won money on an upset?
Hell yeah. I got the Wilder Fury draw.
Okay. You called the draw?
Paid for the draw.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
I put 370 on it or something like that.
I paid for the Canelo.
Either 370 or 470 or I won 470 or 370, something like that.
But you got paid on the draw? On the Canelo draw?
The first one.
The first one.
I've never hit a bet like.
I never hit an upset though. I never hit an upset like that. Like Andy, I wish I would have. Yo, I'm literally.
He called me the morning.
Recorded. We being recorded, and I'm literally watching Andy do good. Like that shit don't mean nothing, and it's just all of a sudden, boom. Oh shit! Like I wish I would have called. Fucking. He was 16 to 1.
He called me that morning.
I called that too, bro. I ain't put money on that.
Oh,
Dennis, he calls me that morning.
you got to at least put $10 on that because $10 would have made you fucking $160 plus your $10 back.
Bro, he calls me that morning. He says, he's like, yo.
Oh, that's right. Bo, the producer, told me I called the Patrick Day bet. And Lennox Allen.
Hold on.
I was in Jamaica. And I called everybody like, yo, Lennox Allen is a plus 460. Jump on that shit.
Lennox Allen against who?
I gotta look it up. But he was trained by Orleano Sosa at the time. And he was old, so people ain't believe. He was like fucking
Lennox
in his
Allen
30s.
from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spotted him.
I called that shit. We all got paid.
Oh, he won an upside fight? Mm-hmm. I saw he fought David Morrell. I haven't heard from him since then.
No, that was way before then though, right, Ness?
No, it was before the David Morrell. So it's either the Derek Webster. It was a top ranked fight.
He was the under for David Webster.
It was either David Webster or
David Webster.
Or I think I don't know. Maybe Bo could tell us because I know Bo made. We all made money. I was in Jamaica on that motherfucker. Like I better put money on Lennox. I watched him spar Big Baby. Big Baby, a heavyweight, and I was sold. I'm like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if Big Baby is not going hard or not. This motherfucker could fight.
Yeah, I remember I sparred him, and he hit me with, he pointed at my sneaker, at my shoe, so I looked down thinking my shoe's untied. He go, boom! Like,
Lennox Allen? Oh, shit.
Yes. I remember that. That's why
they said it was David Webster. And I had said that the bookies had it wrong. I was right. Yeah, yo, David Webster, they fucking let us make money off that one. Yeah, and I think we made money off Patrick Day. I forget who Patrick Day beat. Rest in peace. But
shout out Patrick,
I caught Patrick Day. They had the odds fucked up on that one
Patrick
too.
Was so good, man.
That's what I like, like, I remember Gabe Montoya when I first started, he's like, man, you got to get in the gyms. And he wasn't saying it as a pickup. He was like, man, you ain't really reporting until you in these gyms. And it's really true because when you in these gyms, you can make money, man. You know what's going on. You know who training, you know who not, you know who hitting, you know who not.
I just saw Sparring. I was very impressed with, what's his name? Dark-skinned Spanish guy.
Carlos Adames.
Carlos Adames, yeah.
You was at Salas gym.
No, I was at Top Rank.
Oh, he came to Top Rank?
Yeah.
Yo, they be acting funny in Salas. They don't want you to do nothing in there.
Was funny.
You got to be a fly on the wall, bro. That shit retarded.
Yeah, Carlos is good though. It's a lot of.
What about the other one, Gomez, 6-6 now.
Yo, Alvis Gomez
just beat Jorge Cota last week.
He was co-main event for David Benavidez.
I ain't see it.
Okay,
I ain't see it.
He's like 6-0 now.
Hey, yo, who was responsible for this undercard for the Gamboa? For the Tank fight.
You know who? LB and Promotions. LB and Mayweather.
Was that LB? Or was that what's the Spanish guy?
Oh, Samson?
No, not Samson. The other one.
Steven
the Cubas.
Oh, Louis the Cubas.
Oh, Louis the Cubas. But Louis the Cubas don't got no bad fighters. All his fighters is named. Every fighter.
Doesn't he have Lara?
Named fighter.
No, Lara's a great fighter. I just don't think that fight was.
You don't think the opponent?
Yeah. Sullivan. Granted, Sullivan used to be lit back in the day. And I'm not saying you never know when.
Bro, I thought he retired 2018.
I didn't think Laura would make the fucking the under. He made the under, bro. I was scared to bet the under.
Personally, I like this new Laura. Like Laura is really sitting on his shots now. Like
he's 38.
Yeah, I get it.
Can't go nowhere no more.
Good. I just feel like that.
Bro, I had a 54-pounder who was 5-0 was looking at him like he was fooled right there. Troy Isley was like,
oh, Troy.
and even Bruce, right? So I think Bo was like, Troy, would you take Laura right now? He's like, hell yeah. I'm like, no, man. He only 5-0. You still need development. Like Laura's a 12-round fighter and could take punches. You know what I'm saying? He been in there with Canelo.
I ain't gonna lie, this new generation of the kids now, the turning pro, they different, bro. Like
no, they are.
That Shakur Wave, Keyshawn,
and he trained with them.
Troy, they all different, bro. So like. They taking fights 3-0. They taking 21.
But look, Shakur fought vacant titled Yoet Gonzalez. He ain't fight fucking former champ, current WBA champ, Islandri Laura, Cuban amateur fighter, Goldman. Like that kid got too much accolades.
He definitely on his way out though. I'm saying
he definitely.
I never saw Troy,
but he's still sharp. You seen Gary O'Sullivan eye when he got popped with that straight leg. He started winking and looking at the ref.
But Gary's never been
But it's about the accuracy. Remember, he did the same thing to Angulo and broke his orbital bone. Like, Laura's still very accurate.
That's true.
Very accurate. You got to be careful.
I like how he look. He look good. He look good to me.
No, he look old. We got an aerial shot. He had the bald and circle right there.
I didn't want to see that fight for the co-main event for that fight.
Me neither.
I didn't want to see that fight.
They got lucky because I was in here like, they picked the wrong fight because now you slowing down the tempo.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You had Jesus Ramos and Luke actually banging. Now you got this on some slow shit. But Laura started sitting in the pocket and eventually counted the shit out of Spike O'Sullivan. I got a couple of questions. One coming in from Seattle. Dominic, he says, shout out to you, champ. Who beat up Canelo better, GGG, King Bivol, or the TBE Floyd?
Floyd.
Okay.
Floyd clearly. But Bivol, then again, I might have jumped. Because Bivol did put hands on him. I ain't gonna lie. So, and I don't think Triple G in the first fight, in my opinion, wasn't a draw. I do think Triple G won.
Bivol might have put hands on him, but Bivol got hit even if it was in the arm. Like, that's Floyd wasn't getting hit nowhere.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, but Bivol getting hit showed me a lot too. Because Canelo hit Bivol with a mean uppercut. And Bivol...
So it showed you that a guy that started his career at 175 can take a punch from a guy who started his career at 140.
You hear him?
Listen, my man started his career at 40. No, motherfucker, because you say that the Barrios win don't mean shit for Tank because Barrios started his career. No, you said Barrios started his career at 22.
I just said he made it 11. I was trying to make a case for Rolly going past 6.5. I ain't saying it don't mean shit. Stop it.
No, but you saying that regardless that Barrios is a small guy because he started his career at 22.
I mean, his frame is little.
So yeah, but we can't be wishy-washy with Canelo. He can't be a small guy when he is like
he ain't a small guy. Look at his frame. Look at his frame. Barrios' frame is Barrios out here looking like Lou Diamond Phillips, man. Knock it off, man. It's two different things, but it's all right.
Barrios is good too. Shout out to Barrios. I like him.
Yeah, he did better than expected versus Thurman. I told Thurman don't take that fucking fight. You can't get in the ring with someone that Tank knocked out and not knock him out. And you a welterweight. You look bad.
That's a fact.
You ain't even marketable no more. How you one time you can't knock out a dude that my man knocked out?
That's right. I think Keith's still marketable. He just got to fight a bit.
He lost some luster with that, man.
I would love to see him in boots.
Bruh, that's the thing. See, that's why he not marketable, because the only thing people talk about is him dying versus Boots or Crawford.
Him dying.
Like, why? I mean, keep it real. My man just went 12 with Barrios. We gonna throw him the Boots? Man, we don't love Keith. We don't love Keith.
That's what boxing's supposed to be, though.
What?
That's what boxing's supposed
No,
to be, though.
that's the problem. They not supposed to take an old dude like Keith and have him get beat on by a young guy. Like Keith
That's the passing of the guard. That's how it go. That's how you pass it. You feel me? Pass the torch by.
But what is Keith passing? It's Earl and Crawford that got the torch to pass.
Nah, because Keith was there at one point, so he could still pass like the little remnants of the torch. He still.
I don't know,
like,
man.
I feel like Boots fighting a Keith, or even if Sean was active fighting a Sean, like that'd be lit. Like,
yeah, if he do, right, Earl or Crawford still not gonna fight him.
You don't think so? I feel
they ain't got no time.
I feel like if he beats one of those guys, they ain't got no choice but to either see each other or see him.
Yeah, they gonna see each other because that's the money fight. They not gonna turn back. You tell me, if you in the position of Earl where you got 3 belts,
oh, no, I'm not fighting him.
Why is you looking back at him? And if you in the position of Earl and you happen to beat Crawford, again, now you could go to 54.
So who you got in that fight, Crawford or Spence? I don't want to hear that. I don't know. I need answers. I need answers. Nah.
I ain't got no winner in that motherfucker because obviously, look, you know, Crawford, man, he on what, 10 knockouts now straight. You know, and for a long time I argued that he was in there with really nobody. Like, okay, Gamboa, you know, yeah, Mean Machine is decent, but he wasn't Porter. Now he did that to Porter, who I never thought. Look, first of all, we never gonna see another Sean Porter. No one will ever have the style of Sean Porter ever again, let alone the stamina. And he was durable, and he fucking knocked Porter down twice. Twice.
That fight was funny to me though. So
Here we go. What?
I hated
it. Was Ken?
I hated the stoppage, bro. And even the preparation of the fight. Because granted, you gotta understand.
Oh, so you saying he wasn't training?
Nah, Sean.
Oh, he had 1 foot out.
Nah, the camp was weird to me because again, Sean that's like my brother, bro. Like I know Sean since the amateurs. Like me and Sean met at some national tournament. I went up to Ken like, hey, I like this guy. I want to spar you guys one day. Like for me, like, I really approached him on some groupie stuff. We was at the USA's. Sean had just stopped somebody with a body shot. And he was like going crazy. So I was like, yo, I want to meet this kid. So I went up to Ken and talked to him. Ken was impressed that I had the gumption to talk to him. He took my number, we talked. Then one day, he hit me up like, yo, come to Ohio, spar. So from there, me and Sean just stayed. He came to my crib, all that. That's my guy. So I've been sparring with Sean. Even when he's not fighting the southpaws, bro, I've been sparring Sean. I go orthodox. I spar Sean for the what's the way that Errol just knocked out? Ugas. I was sparring Sean for Ugas, being right-handed. Like I always help Sean spar him for Spence. So for the Crawford fight, I can't wait to get to camp. You feel me? Or whatever. I only sparred him once. I thought that was super weird. You feel me? And he didn't look good that day. You feel me? So
I mean, there was rumors that he was tired. He says he wasn't even really sleeping on TV, but people believe he was overworked and being pulled in many different directions.
I think honestly, he already had 1 foot out.
Yeah.
I feel like Sean's been so locked in for a while. He just over.
But then again, you never sparred Crawford, bruh. And people that spar Crawford, they talk about him the way the people that spar Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's special. He hits hard.
Ian Green from Jersey who's a good friend of mine. He's also a pro boxer. He was in camp with Crawford, and he said that. He said Crawford because while he was in camp with Crawford, and I was in camp with Benavidez. So we was both spar and talk about it at the same at the night. Yo, how was your work today? Yo?
Yeah,
you feel me? Like so, he was telling me that Crawford work was different. So I do know that Crawford really liked that, which we all know. You feel me? So, but I do want to see. You feel me? I want to get in the ring with him.
I mean, I've been seeing headlines that say that they're 2/3 done with the fight, so maybe we get in it. Allegedly, the rumor was that we was gonna get it in September, but now that Canelo's back with Triple G,
I say fuck that, go. Go head to head.
Hey, yo, somebody from some camp.
Go to head. Who really give a fuck about Canelo Triple G3 coming off of a loss versus Earl and Bud? It ain't
It is because you talking about casual fans. They do know Triple. Like you and I still talk to Cat and they still be talking about Triple G old lads. They don't even know he 40.
That's facts.
Like they don't know.
That's facts.
I don't know.
But I do agree with you, especially after seeing the crowd that Rolly and Tank was able to draw.
That shit was nuts.
I do feel like Bud and Spence is gonna.
Yeah, but they can't go head to head with Canelo Triple G. They're gonna lose money. They need to make as much money as possible. So if Canelo going on September, they could do like Floyd. If you want to be tough, you go in August 28th like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Go right before Canelo.
Bro, we had Canelo Josecito at the MGM.
And that wasn't good. They both ended up doing 500,000 pay-per-views. That's what I'm saying. And that back then was different. Illegal streaming, stealing was different. When Sergio fought Chavez and Canelo fought Josecito, it wasn't as easy to steal. Like, you don't want two big fights to go head-to-head. They're going to lose money. Then we'll never get that fucking fight.
That's real.
Nah, man, I need them to go, like, October, November, or push it all the way back to December 4th.
So who you got, Danny? Spencer Griffith.
Shit, I got the fans gonna be the winners in that one, Tim.
Hey, yo,
politically correct.
What's crazy? Everybody in boxing gives politically correct answers with that fight.
But you know why?
Why?
Earl don't talk to me because I said that we as a public wouldn't be dumb enough to buy into Mikey beating him. So I'm like that. I said, man, that shit probably gonna do 50,000 pay-per-views the way Bud versus Postal did, because we knew that shit was a gimme. You know what I'm saying? So I just figured like, this dude moving up 2 divisions, we know how big and bad. I watch Earl beat up heavyweights in sparring. Like, my reaction is that he let me record myself while I'm watching him fight heavyweights and light heavyweights. So ain't no way, Mikey, you can tell me whatever you want. I'm not putting money on Mikey.
You can't do it. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's it. He don't talk to me because of that, because I felt like he felt like I needed to still make it a big fight because I'm your boy and I'm in. I guess I don't know. I totally played it wrong, because it's his money at the end of the day. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm also got an audience that I'm not. What I'm gonna lie to them and say is a big fight when I know Earl about to spank him, which he did. That shit was not even competitive.
Easy.
What was it? 10-2?
And he changed because nobody cares about Mikey no more. It was just very interesting. Like, he really got rid of Mikey.
No one cares about him.
He really got rid of Mikey.
And Mikey was having the run. He was legit running through the whole Broner crew.
Everybody, he was.
He fought Broner. He fought Robert Easter. Last stop was Earl.
And Earl tucked him away. Earl tucked him away. So you're right about that.
So you can't make picks, man. I'm telling you, they get tight. They get tight.
I still want somebody to give me a name on this. Somebody. Who we going for?
I would say if I had to make a pick.
And then wait, before you answer me too, I need explanation. I need a breakdown. So if you're gonna pick somebody, you gotta tell me why.
It's hard, man. I wanted to say like Crawford because his consistency with the work ethic, but then when you go through something like Earl did, and I'm not saying I ever went through something, but I've definitely had a lot of shit happen in my life that when God gave me a second chance, I changed and I wouldn't do things that I used to do, and I feel that's where he's at. Like, he went through these accidents and he's like, all he talks about is his kids and how he don't want to ever be put in a situation where he could be apart from his daughters. As you've seen, he brought his daughters to the fucking fight. Yeah, so I think he's fighting, he found a newfound purpose. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he was lacking in discipline, I feel like he got that back with this accident. So it kind of puts him on par, but it's the reason I asked you the question I asked you about the alcohol and the partying. Crawford don't do that. And he never done that. Earl's body has seen that. Tank's body has seen that. Jamal's body has seen that. Crawford body ain't never seen that. You understand? So when someone in the game been doing this shit for 20, 30 years tells me, that his opinion is the body never forgets what you put in it, I want to now ask that question to other fighters to see how you feel. And that's why I asked you that, because I have to know. I have to learn from you guys whether or not those bodies are tainted because they put that regular gas where Crawford's been putting Supreme in 93. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. See, so the way I feel about that, now you dove into it deeper and I understand where the question's coming from, I can answer it a little better. I feel like, yeah, like if you've been drinking for a while ago, you definitely get it out your system. It doesn't stay with your body. Your body's a temple, but you can clean your temple. So I do feel like it's very important what you put in your body. But I 100% feel like once you get it out and you seriously about getting it out, you're good. I also think the reason now, after hearing you talk, I came to a decision in my head that I'm going for Errol for this fight. And I think I'm picking Errol not because Crawford is going to be, I think Bud is one of the best out. But I think what Spence went through is the difference maker. Like I'm saying, like he knows he's here for a reason.
But let me sell you Crawford, right? Crawford got this chip on his shoulder.
He does. Listen,
for years,
I'm not in no way
they've been playing like keep away from him. Like we got the ball and you can't play with us for years.
Now listen, as far as watching fighters that I try to even emulate, I emulate Crawford, bro. Like his range. When he fought Benavidez, his range, high jabs in and out, like, man, he's special to me. But I'm telling you, like, when you go through what he went through, what Errol went through, bro, like, and you take the positive from that, you become a different person. Like I look at how Danny Jacobs was when he survived what he went through. I saw him change, like knowing him personally and grow. I knew Danny since I was 8 years old.
And he won a world title after that. He beat Peter Quillen on the highest moment.
Exactly. Me and Danny have been sparring each other since I was 10 years old, bro. So I know this man, like, for me, like, for real. And I'm telling you, I seen something changing. I was in camp with him when he fought, forgot who he fought, but it was on the undercard of Amir Khan and Paulie Malignaggi. We both fought on the undercard. And so I went to camp with Danny for the undercard. And he had like a different kind of confidence. Like he just was that man already. You feel me? Like he wasn't training that hard to me. He just chill. You feel me? Like I kind of was like, oh, Danny just whatever. And that energy died once he got everything happened. He went through all he went through. He was like reborn. Like he knew he was here for a purpose. Like so his training went to a different level. And I feel like that's where Errol is. Errol's not. Even when I see him out here, like Errol was just out here for something, and I chill with him. He a different person, bro. Like son, he out, but he not really here. Like, you feel like he wanna be in the gym or something. Like son just be out sitting there. He ain't drinking. He not doing nothing. He not looking at no girls. He just looks laser focused to the point where I felt like I wasn't focused. Like being around, like damn, I need to go run or something. Like you feel me? Like he has that kind of energy now. You feel me? Like
it's funny you said that. Someone super chatted about did you get your run in because they know that your mom wants you to always get your 5 miles.
Yeah, my mom's be tripping my running, but yeah, I didn't get it in yet. After I leave here, I'm going to run. Then I have strength and conditioning. Then I have her at 2, so I'm definitely gonna get my run in today.
Yeah, brother Michael said, Denis, mad cool, my guy. Ness, ask him if he got his miles in. Moms don't be playing. She said, run the miles, son.
That's a fact. Every day, I have to run at 5:30 every day. But I didn't run this morning because I was coming here, and but I'm gonna run. Shout out to Mom Duke. She definitely is on it. Definitely, because again, like I said, that's been one of my biggest things too is my conditioning. So she's making sure that I can.
So getting back to that, like this run that you want to make, you said that all you really need is to be disciplined. So you haven't done that yet, is what you're saying? No,
I'm disciplined now. I'm here now. Like I feel like I'm at that point where I've had a rebirth, rejuvenation of my career, and I'm in a very unique position. And I feel like for a while I kind of feared it, and now I'm embracing it. You feel me? Like because my career is is in a lane of its own. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody in boxing right now that's fought Benavidez, George Groves, Charlo, Anthony Durrell. I'm saying like I fought a bunch of. Granted, I haven't gotten a dub out of any of these drinks, but I've been in the ring and I've been able to go with these dudes and gain their respect afterwards. Like I've had Durrell come to me to fight like, yo, bro, you way better than I thought you were. I keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Like where Ammo still hit me. Ammo just posted a video on his Instagram last week. Like one of my toughest fights. You feel me? Like so, I've been able to do that off of not training. I'm saying off of not being serious. So I can't wait to take it serious. Well, I'm taking it serious now. I can't wait to show the world what I'm really capable of. So I'm there now.
So you training every day consistently?
Every day, twice a day, sparring top.
Because you know in your position, man, you get last minute calls.
I'm one call away, bro. I'm one call away from changing my life. And I know that now. And I feel like that's something that I kind of feared that moment, and I feel like that's what it is. I'm saying, like, you have to really be aware of what you're doing. Like, bro, you self-sabotaging. Like, do you really think you're as good as you say you are? Because you can't. If you feel like you one of the best in the world, and it all comes down to you eating and being disciplined, and you're not doing it, then you really don't think you're the best in the world, bro. You feel me? Like, you giving yourself that, oh, I could have did it if I just. I'm saying, I kept giving myself that excuse. So now I'm at the point where I want to see. I really think I'm that good, so show it. You know what I'm saying? And if I lose now, then I know I'm not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
want to end it with this because obviously I feel we felt the same exact way. But according to Coach Myers in Connecticut, one of our very faithful listeners, he says, "What's good, champ? You tweeted Jim Gray was corny for taking Tank Glock joke and relating it to the tragedy. And you also tweeted Kambosos gave weird vibes at the press conference. Laugh out loud. Can you elaborate?" So you already elaborated on the Kambosos press conference, but the Glock joke, or rather, Jim Gray, just give me your thoughts on that because I'm pretty sure we felt the same.
Yeah, and first off, I have nothing against Jim Gray. Shout out to Jim. Like, I just thought that moment was kind of corny because he says that almost every fight. You feel me? Like, he says that. Like, that's his thing.
That's definitely his saying.
And on the press conferences.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the sound bite. Like, we really play it anytime we talk about Tank.
And when you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
And that's just one of the many phrases when he, uses metaphors to represent his punching with bullets because bullets are so fatal. His punches are fatal. Like, it's just Jim Gray, like you said, being corny.
You always gotta understand, bro. We're fighters like himself and myself. But we come from an urban environment where like gun talk is regular. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he played with guns, but I'm saying like that's just how we grew up. So he's referencing his childhood and his upbringing. That has nothing to do with anything that's going on. Like I'm saying like we all felt for what happened in Texas and all these tragedies. We all felt for that. So I just feel like dampering his moment with that energy was corny to me. Not saying Jim is corny, but that was a corny moment in my opinion. Like this is Tank's moment. You feel me? Like so. I didn't really love what he did, but it wasn't saying like I seen people retweeted and was like, "Yo, you should fire Jim." Like I wasn't going that deep. You feel me? Like it's just something that was said out of turn.
No, it was absolutely corny.
Yeah, you feel me? That's how I felt about
it. It was crazy. There was a star NFL player. Well, there was several at the fight, but there was one that brought it up, and I just found it crazy how like I'm like, okay, so I wasn't the only one that noticed it, you know?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. You feel me? And I just felt like Tank has shown so much growth and maturity, like with his press conference energy,
so much
with his talking after the fight. So like, let's salute that. You feel me? Like instead of like trying to find still nitpicking little things that he is not even talking about to like reference. So that's what really got me because like I watch it, bro, and I'm impressed with how he handles everything now compared to when I'm from.
Absolutely.
Who? Tank.
Oh yeah, like, he seems mature.
He grew up like overnight almost. Yeah. And I don't know him personally. You feel me? Like I don't know. So I'm just going over energy that I usually see like in interviews and stuff. Like he came across so well this fight. You feel me? Like with Rolly, how he handled Rolly talking crazy. Yeah. How he explained the push because even the push, how they tried to take that. Oh, he could have ruined the fight. Man, the stage right there, you know, I'll give him a little push. Like how he handled explaining that.
That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was.
That
like,
shit never happened, right?
I think
nobody ain't never get pushed off stage.
Like I think the way he handled the whole thing has been great. So I feel like that kind of dampened his moment. So I didn't like that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's how I just felt.
Well, that is all our questions. What we're gonna do is go ahead and take a let me refresh the people's questions before I do head out. But we are gonna take a picture with you, take a quick intermission, and come back to answer any calls. But we do want to thank Dennis Douglin for coming on. Let me see. Looks like one person slid in. Big casual. Prime Mike Tyson versus Prime Deontay Wilder. Who you got? I got Wilder sleeping Mike in 6.
That's an interesting one. I'm going Tyson, man. I gotta go Tyson for me.
Yeah, I ain't necessarily like the way Wilder handled the inside work with Fury, but Fury is a bigger person to tussle with. Yeah. Like Mike would be small.
Yeah, and people sleep
super small.
People sleep on Mike's defensive skills and his way, how he got inside his catch and shoots, his counters. I was like, people sleep on the actual skill that came with Mike Tyson's knockouts. I don't think Wilder just has that big right hand. Mike's getting past that. You feel me? Like, and then he throwing that overhand. Nah, Mike's saying Wilder. Wilder didn't have the skill for it. Like, it took somebody like people sleep on to Evander's skill. Evander was super good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Nah.
And active, man. Yeah. He was an active heavyweight. He let hands go. You know, he loved flurries and combination punches, man.
So I'm not giving Wilder that. I'm gonna get it to Tyson. It's Brooklyn. You already know.
Let's go. All right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick intermission, take these pictures, and be back.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Untitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.